Welcome back, you guys. This is Tisindra, continuing my HOI4 Kaisereich campaign as Russia. So, we are trying to get positive or just zero political power. We're trying to go down. And we're almost done with our first year, and we're not doing that bad, I have to say. I mean, we're beginning to stabilize here. This was the Black Monday thing. Yeah, this is actually gaining us some political power. The austerity measures that the fucking Germans pushed on us is gonna expire in January, so it's like a month away, and that's gonna help a lot. This is really crippling us. Hopefully I can get rid of the political instability once I can choose one of these. I don't know why I can't pick anything, but we'll have to see what happens. I was gonna go down this route so I can make more infantry equipment, because that is something we desperately need. I'm gonna go to speed 5. Yeah, we need like 60,000 infantry equipment. Okay. Wait, the Federation declared war on the socialist guys. Why would you do that? They're allied. You just committed suicide, you idiots. These guys don't stand a chance against both of these. Bolshevik bloc is founded. With Kerensky's assassination and the dissolution of the SR Cadet coalition, a great reshuffling of the Russian political scene has taken place. The most visible result of the process was the creation of the so-called New Bolshevik Bloc, a conglomerate of the Civil War survivors, radical former Menshevists and SR members, as well as fresh syndicalist blood. It is very possible this bloc will take part in the nearest Duma elections, should the situation finally stabilize. That's not good. Am I gonna go below 30? Yes, I am. Shit. We are not very popular. I would like to be at like 60, ideally. And that cost us political power as well. God damn it. We're never gonna get positive, are we? Workers' demonstrations. Even though technological advancement resulted in a slow but steady improvement of working conditions, the workers remained very vulnerable to socialist agitation. Demonstrations in cities were organized from time to time, their demands varying depending on who was pulling their strings. And more political power. Okay, we're not going to get positive political power in this episode, I imagine. Okay, I don't really care about that. That's not even close to us. And until I can actually pick a president, this is like not really helping us here. Trial of the left separatists. After the end of the Russian Civil War, some of the national minorities, which fought on the side of the Soviets against the White Army, continued to disobey the central government. Not only with terrorist methods, but also using the opportunity to take part in the local legislative authorities, where they often found support of the different left movements, such as the Mensheviks and part of the left SRs. This part of the local nationalists became famous as the left separatists. Though Boris Samokov accepted the new national policy, which should regulate and improve the relations between the Russians and the Russian minorities, including groups unloyal to Petrograd, he can still forget about the problem of the left separatists, which still exist even after the prohibition of the Russian Left SR Party and its allies. Thanks to our Minister of Security, the leaders, active members, and terrorists from the most notorious left separatist movement were arrested and their property was nationalized. Oh, thank you. A minister supports his ideology. There's nothing I can do. Sorry, man. I'm not going to spend political power. As long as you don't dip below 20, that's fine. And the American Civil War has started. And so... Oh, austerity measures is gone. So, political and social development in the United States has developed into civil war. Shall Russia support any of the warring factions? 10,000 manpower and 1,000 infantry equipment? We might as well send, I mean, we have no infantry equipment. We're just sending them manpower. So this will go to the United States, and this will go to the American Union state. Let's send the AUS some manpower and no equipment, basically. Hey! Don't care about that. And we are in our second year. Amazingly. When can I pick this? You are not allowed to do this yet. Okay, whatever. I will continue to try to get some infantry equipment right now. Oh. The 100th anniversary of Pushkin's death. Yesterday, a new monument built to commemorate one of Russia's greatest poets has been uncovered in our capital. The 100th anniversary of Pushkin's death is a chance to recall the great days of Russian history and culture. An act of paramount importance during these dark times of crisis and instability. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. So we're back to where we started in the episode, 140. Give me more of that. Give me more, like, poets that are reaching 100 instead of guys dying at 86. I guess they have to reach 100 years old, otherwise we don't get the political power. Is that how it works? Okay, I can't... Oh, motherfucker, I should have read this. So Deniki's plan is the mass assault doctrine. Okay, fuck off. I should have read that better. Special forces. Reorganize military high command. Division training time. Research time. No, weapons and equipment research time. This gets me... Oh, it says I can only take this one. Because I took Wrangel's plan. Which gets me land doctrine research time 5%, max planning and planning speed. Ooh, that is nice. And the supplies consumption is not bad either. So let's take that. If we can get to 50, we can actually become neutral. Just average stability. Which would be amazing. So, how many factories do we have here right now? 55%. We actually have 10 building us some factories. Kornilov's death. Kornilov, Supreme Commander-in-Chief and President of Russia, passed away last night at his dacha outside of Petrograd at the age of 68. 68! Again! It's like once you reach 68, you die. With Kornilov gone, nothing stands in the way of Savinkov merging the posts of Prime Minister and President, and thus becoming unassailable in his leadership over Russia. The merger was approved by a dubious plebiscite, where more than 90% of the electorate voted Da. Savinkov now rules a potent and aggravated nation, ready to shed itself of the many humiliations faced since the Volkrieg and step into the sun once more. The Vozhd commands. I can now choose a path. Oh, I can finally choose a path now. Okay. So, at the bottom there it says National Populists gain 35%. Yeah, we become... wait, let me see here. We lose a field marshal. And we gain a head of government, which is consumer goods factories 5%. That's bad. It's not minus, it's extra. But we get political power from him and the division recovery rate 0.1. That's garbage. The foreign minister is also garbage. The Minister of Interior is also garbage. And NRPR will become the party. So these guys will go from 20 to 55 and they become the rulers. So, oh, look at that. We're gonna have, and then we can finally go, yeah, there we go. We lose political instability and we remove Soviet threat. Yeah, I'm gonna go here as soon as this one is done. Republic declared in Serbia. Wait, I'm Serbia, aren't I? No, what am I talking about? Serbia. This is not Siberia. It's Serbia. What am I? Yeah, congratulations, Serbia. I even played as Serbia. Not in a Let's Play, but I played it. I should know this. Ooh, average popularity. Yeah. Just get me to average stability. I want I want this gone. This negative shit. I want it gone. I want to start just gearing my army here. I can't even train it because it's going to cost me infantry equipment. It's still 2,000 days. More than 2,000 days. How are the Italians holding up? Not well. They still hold Rome, but you guys are dead. Like, Milan is 15 points. I remember that. And Rome is 40 points. So if they lose Rome, it's pretty much over. Ooh, Neo-Slavic Revival. With the Russian situation slowly stabilizing, some politicians, philosophers, and scholars are attempting to revive the 19th century concept of Pan-Slavism, a vision of a united Slavic federation centered around Russia. These ideas are gaining quick support among the conservative military officers, including Anton Denikin and Wrangel. Ooh. Thank you. And we are again up at 140. Come on. Finish this. I'll get some land doctrine. The negative land doctrine modifier is gone. We still have the naval one. Korea declared war on Japan. That did not last long in my campaign, but who knows? They might do better. Let's get, production efficiency cap. Foreign policy. Now, with our reign firmly established, we can begin to consider our stance regarding the rest of the world. Russia shall start being more active on the world stage, but we are too weak to interfere in the German or Japanese spheres of influence. The Caucasus, bordering the dying Ottoman Empire, is an easy region to subjugate and has large oil deposits for us to exploit. Central Asia, with its unstable situation beneath the Alash Orda and Turkestan, seems an even easier target. We should secure these areas before shifting our gaze anywhere else. The portions of the focus tree concerning your foreign policy have been unlocked. Let's take a look at that. Foreign policy. So we have two choices. What does this one say? The theory of expansionism constitutes that Russia's borders are only as safe as they are distant from our heartland. Every neighboring state, which is not a puppet of the Russian state, is as such a threat or a target, depending on their military or political strength. Needless to say, this adaptation of policy will not be well liked by the rest of the world. Ooh, I like that. Realpolitik is politics or diplomacy based primarily on considerations of given circumstances and factors, rather than explicit ideological notions or moral and ethic premises. The term realpolitik is sometimes used pejoratively to imply politics that are coercive, amoral, or Machiavellian. Oh, so this is more like forcing people to see our way, and this one is probably just attacking them. Yeah. We gain. So, one of the following requires one of the following, requires one of the following. So I can still pick all out of these. Yeah, I can still pick any one of these. So far, they're not mutually exclusive, apparently. Yeah. You have to finish the Caucasus and Central Asia directions. So I have to go this and this before I can go here. Okay. Well, apparently, by taking expansionism, you will have more aggressive options in the diplomatic events and focuses, but you will increase world tension and anger the countries around you. Well, fuck the countries. We're gonna reign supreme. So, expansionism is what I'm gonna go for. Russia will be strong. It's not exactly gonna be like a czar, but it's gonna be fun. The Crimea, New Russia, Little Russia, White Russia, our lands, our people, they are waiting for us. The Great Russians, the Little Russians, and the White Russians are under the German yoke. Will we leave them in trouble? Never. Will we save them? Yes, because we don't forget about our brothers and sisters. The era of the betrayal is over. We are the phoenix that was destroyed by German aggressors, but was reborn. Wait for us, we will come. The Russians should help the Russians. Though the expansionist plans of Savinkov cannot be realized right now. What? Though the expansionist plans of Savinkov cannot be realized right now, but this declaration of the unity of the Russian nation, strongly supported by the vozhd of the peasants and the army, shows that Russia won't avoid the confrontation with the German Empire anymore. Ooh, sweet. That increased my base unity. So that's just permanently there. Come on, 9 more days and I can finally take some political actions and I can get rid of this thing. That's just eating up my political power. Oh, there's more stuff. More poetry. You, sons of the steppes, and you, nomads in the deserts, and many of you who live all over Russian lands. Many of you betrayed us when Russia needed your help. Many of you didn't give a helping hand to your compatriots when they struggled against the Red Menace. We cannot forget it, but we can forgive you. New Russia needs your help in the restoration of its might. Help your country to make it great once again. Glory to Russia and glory to its heroes. It is your country too. The new national policy of Russia is based on the idea of the supremacy of the Russians, yeah? But the idea of the friendship of the nations is popular as well. Savinkov combined these two ideas to secure the interest of the Russians and the minorities, who should be loyal but also can use all the rights of the citizens. This recreation of the old Tsarist national policy can finally bring an order and peace to the people of Russia. Russia for Russians and its loyal minorities. Oh my god! The Korean uprisings. The Korean people have risen against their Japanese overlords, wanting to finally break free from them. This presents us with an option to weaken the Japanese Empire by supporting the Korean independence movement. This will cost me political power. This will cost me manpower and infantry equipment. Yeah, of course. I'll support anyone as long as I don't have to pay political power for it. I will send you all the infantry equipment I don't have. How about that? And all my support equipment is gone. There we go. Exhibition of achievements of the national economy is one of the most ambitious projects of the new government. Forgotten and unremarkable wasteland in the northeast suburbs of Moscow was turned into ideal model of the future of Russia. Facades of the pavilions of the Russian regions showed the strategic meeting of architectural traditions with the arts and crafts of each part of the country, together with motives of important collective labor. Moreover, this exhibition is used by the government to help the farmers to establish contacts between them and the new regime, and also to conclude long-term contracts with the Republic. Ooh, thank you. Okay. Gimme political power. Oh, 21 days. Oh, that's so fast. 21 days. We're gonna be positive. Okay, the International is getting uppity. Now that's the second International. Savinkov is the new vozhd. It's Boris. We are Boris. The liberals criticize the clergy. It seems that the liberal elements of our society consider it rather unwise to maintain such strong bonds between the church and the state. During a small demonstration in the capital, they have demanded more religious pluralism. Pluralism. I have a hard time pronouncing that. It's pluralism. And secularization of the government. Let them shout. Encourage a national debate on religious matters. For 5 days. Yeah. Just have a debate among yourselves. Oh, we're going to go from negative to positive. Negative 50 to positive 50. There we go. Have some debates. I don't care. Just give me political power. He's gonna be the vozhd of the Republic. Oh, and Washington fell. Okay. Rise of the vozhd. With the passing of Kornilov, Boris Samokov and his radical NRPR supporters have managed to assume control over the entire country. The most important politician in the largest country of the world. Samokov is hailed as the undisputed Vождь of Russia and is ready to enforce his own ideology, which opposes both syndicalism and the new Russian Republican traditions on the nation. The aim of this ideology, called National Renewal, is to reconstruct the Russian state into an entity capable of defending Russian interests and citizens all over the world. Samokov won't stoop to dependency on either Middle Europa nor on the defeated Entente. His new Russia will be stronger than any alliance in the world. Oh yeah. We get event. More political power. Wait, can we change civilian economy? Yes, we can. Oh, quickly, before we lose the political power. So this should go to average stability any second now. Samokov addresses the nation. Oh yeah, I forgot, we have researchers in this game. Boris Samokov, the closest associate of the supreme ruler Kornilov, in his radio address to the Russian people, announced that, driven by the desire to defend Russia from external and internal enemies who try to take control over the country, he promised to deal with corruption inside state apparatus, conduct land reform, improve labor legislation, and provide further recovery of the state. It seems that the older order finally returned to the country. Finally! Oh, give me more political power. So, let's do industry. And we're going to get even more political power. I'm going to get up to partial mobilization. Directive number 1. With the merger of the offices of President and Prime Minister, Boris Samokov continued to solidify his grip over the Russian state by penning Directive number 1. Amongst other things, the directive dismissed the Duma while outlawing all political parties besides Samokov's own NRPR. Furthermore, the directive raised the combat squads to the status of a state organization and a full-blown branch of the government. No shortage of hooks to hang the enemies of the state. Okay, we lose our... Who do we lose here? Economy Minister. Who is not bad. And we gain somebody who is better. National Populist gain 5%. And we get another event, Reform of the Senate. So we're up to 60 now. So we should get high party popularity. Ah, there we go. Thank you. Oh, we're making an entire 1 point of political power. Spanish Civil War. Maybe I'll get an event about supporting that. I think I'll support the Carlists. Maybe. So how are things going here? 2,000 days. That's still a lot. I haven't touched this since like the episode 1, minute 1. Come on, get to 100. Reform of the Senate. The recent political crisis have shown the need for extensive reform of the governmental apparatus. The Senate is a useless talking shop. Many officials are corrupt. Local authorities conceal the real situation in the regions. All these problems should be solved as soon as possible. According to the plan, the power vertical will be created. That's okay. Senate's power will be restricted and special control commissions will be organized into the state apparatus. New Duma. Oh, we get 40 political power. Gimme. Yes. How many do we have right now? 14. Civil War in Spain. The legitimate Spanish kingdom under the Alfonso XIII is under severe threat from anarchists and fanatics. While many are saying that this provides further proof of the terminal weakness of the House of Bourbon, a secure Spain is an important part of our defensive plans. It could be wise to help the government put an end to these threats. So political power and manpower and yeah, okay, fine, we'll send you help. Increase in stability. Okay, we did not go -50, so we're going to keep that average stability. And we have 19 factories. Oh my god. Finally. But still, 19 factories as Russia. So, for good or ill, the Korean War is over. The General Staff have reported that they learned many valuable lessons regarding the nature of modern warfare over the course of the conflict. Ooh. We get army experience. Thank you. So, the most things I have are just the plain dudes here. If I bump them up like this, it's gonna increase the needed infantry equipment by a lot, but at least the squads will be usable. There we go. Oh, wait, I don't have any of these. I'm gonna delete this. And these guys are good. These guys are fine. Actually, I'm gonna delete these cavalry dudes. Yeah. So we're gonna need a bit more infantry equipment. But it's fine. You are 20. I don't care about you. I'm gonna delete you. You have fire support, engineering support, and I'm gonna delete these guys. And I'm gonna keep that last 5 army experience. Government intervention. With political stabilization finally in place, we are prepared to enact a series of intensive reforms aimed at restoring the pre-crisis industrial power. Oh, it goes from 15 to 10. Ooh. Remove national spirit and we get further stabilization for 730 days? Really? Until 1939. Hopefully I can get rid of this quicker. The new Duma. After Savinkov's rise to power, the lower house of the Russian parliament, State Duma, was dissolved. However, some members of the Supreme Privy Council proposed to re-establish this authority with the limited powers. Besides the People's Republican Party, NRPR, led by Samokov, which will definitely have a majority, various business circles as well as the conservative groups and politicians also want to take part in the election, promising that they will support our new state policy, but they also want to represent their interest and help the government to strengthen the Russian economy as well as the army. Though their support can be important for Savinkov, but there's a chance that once they will try to take control over the country. We could have them help us out, right? It might fuck us over in the end, but I don't care. We could benefit from this, but in the long term, we might have to find a solution for that. I'm going to give you guys some generals now. Actually, I'm going to keep one of the best ones for the good group over there. You're going to take just a normal level 3. And no, that guy is an old guard. And you're going to get this guy. Oh my god, we have a free civilian factory. Can you believe this? Let's build a military factory here. And our infrastructure is basically Moscow and Petrograd. I should probably flesh those 2 places out first. If I bump it up to 4 civilian and 4 military, that's going to be good for now. You are going to be 7. No, this is good. Put the civilian one on top. Thank you. Let's finish this. And once this is over, can we go even higher? No, we can't go to war economy. But we can take an industrial company. Refinery? No, we don't need that. Radar station? No. Civilian and military factory. Yeah, factory. Give me that. And then we get recruitable population 2%. This is going to be huge. And base national unity +5. So we're going to be base 70. Beautiful! But we are out of time. So, I will see you guys in the next episode. But until then, see ya.